Hello, math magicians. Today we're going to be using graphing calculators for cumulative distributions. So the first thing we need is some data. So let's pull that up here. And we can see that in this table we have some information about Los Angeles precipitation. So in January we got 2.4 inches, and December 1.6, and in the summer months very, very lean. So we're going to enter the month into L1 using month numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and the actual precipitation in L2. So that's going to look like this. So in Stat, go to Edit, and I've already pre-entered this information, as you can see here. Now I can graph it with a histogram, or I can graph it as kind of like a line graph. So let me show what that looks like. So I'm going to go to Stat Plot, second and y equals, and I'm going to turn the plot on, and I'm going to choose the middle one here, and the X, what I want to be on the horizontal. I want the months, January, February, March, to be on the horizontal. So I'm going to go second and L1 there, and I want to select the data from the precipitation per month right there. And this just tells you what kind of symbol you want. By the way, this one here is just a scatter plot, but this is a scatter plot connected. So when we graph, we see, that looks funny, so I need to go into my zoom and then scroll down or press the number 9, because that's zoom stat. And we see here, this is what the precipitation looks like over time. So if I press the trace button, notice the first plot is for January, and it says down here is 2.4, and as I scroll left or right, it continues to update and tell me how much each month will give me all the way to 12. Now, what if I wanted to know what the actual rainfall for the year was along each month? That's called cumulative distribution. So let's go here into Edit, and in L3, scroll up to the title, and we want this to take the 2.4 over, but then I want to say how much total the 2.4 plus the 2.51 is for the year. So this column is pretty much the year-to-date column, also known as the cum, or cumulative rainfall. So there's a nice little button that'll do this for us. So we go to Second and List, and notice the ops right there. So scroll over to ops, and notice the number 6 is cum sum. So just hit the 6. And notice L3 says that this entire column is going to be a function, cum sum, and all I have to say is I want L2 to be cumulated. So I go second and L2 and parenthesis and hit enter. And notice in month 1, the year-to-date is 2.4. By the end of month 2, February, the year-to-date is 4.91. And so now we can scroll down to actually get what is the entire calendar year give us, and that's 12.01. Now, how can we graph that? Well, I'm going to go into Stat Plot, and I'm actually going to turn on a different plot here. I'm going to turn on Plot 2, and I'm going to select On, and select the same type of graph, but the two, I'm going to go against L1 on the horizontal will be my months, but I want the cum to be on the vertical. And I'm just going to change my symbol there just to so that you can see the variety. So now when I hit graph, notice I see my original one, but the second one there is off kilter. So I'm going to zoom and go to 9, and notice things fit. So notice the little plus signs are here and here and here, and this one has the little squares indicating. So, of course, why does it look different? Well, because this is just a per month fall, and this is the total so far. So, of course, this goes up and up. It'll never stop going up because the total is just the sum of all the distances under. So this is how we can find them. Now, this isn't a histogram, that's true, but it certainly gives us the same idea. This is called a cumulative distribution. Here are the lean months, so there's not much increase, but it drastically increases here and drastically increases there. Thank you much.